Want that. Special delivery. I need that. Special delivery. Welcome to the Special Delivery Podcast. I am your host, Special, and on this show, I like to do one of two things. Either I'm highlighting new music that's dropped, or I'm sitting down with artists to talk about their latest project, and that's what we're doing on this episode. Moe Green joined me to talk about his latest project called Saturday Night, Sunday Morning, and we talked about everything, why it's 3 tracks, what went into making those 3 tracks, his super interesting influences ranging from chaos to atmosphere to country music, Bubba Sparks, Joe Budden, NSYNC, and everything in between. Plus, we also talked about him picking samples on certain songs, resilience after death, writing songs as letters, and so much more. And then after that, we talked about him being featured on the Blindspotting soundtrack, the movie that dropped last year. Such an incredible movie. Please check it out. So we talk about the process behind getting onto that soundtrack and just the super fascinating story of how it all came together. So let's get into it.
All right, what's up, people? This is Moe Green. Shout out to the old Outcrowd 110. OCCX, we gonna shorten it up. Representing Vallejo, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing with Special. I'm feeling special. I got lights on me, got camera on me. You know what I'm saying? I got a green hat on me. I don't work here no more, so don't worry about it.
Yes, Moe Green is here. How you doing?
Finally here. I went back in our text, and I seen our first text was in December 2011.
Wow.
I don't delete my text.
I don't have anything in my phone. What did it say?
It was just like, you know how you, like, all right, exchange numbers, and it's just like, hey, you text Moe Green, he's like, hey, I miss Special.
Wow.
Yep, and it was a bunch of conversations about Special Sundays.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you never came by?
Didn't get to. I came eventually. I'm here.
Yeah.
Eventually, we can just change it up a little bit.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about how I had to force you to come here today.
I'm here,
You know what I mean?
Nobody wanted to see me, so
all right.
I had to drum up some anticipation.
I love it, though. We got to talk about Blindspotting, but before that, we have to talk about Saturday Night, Sunday Morning.
Okay.
Dropped earlier this year. 3 songs, straightforward, to the point. Just hit them over the head one time. What was the idea behind the title?
The initial idea was me doing songs every weekend. So I had to find a way to motivate myself to do shit. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Okay. Motivate myself to do shit. Because at times you feel uninspired, and at times you don't want to create, but you hear about people doing like 20 songs a day, or this nigga, he doing like 80 million songs a day, or he doing this and that. And it's like, damn, I should be doing that shit too. So
But
it's like,
are the songs good?
it's not good, but people listen to that shit, so it's like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. It's working, I guess. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do a song on Saturday night. I'm going to do a song on Sunday morning. I'm going to put this shit out. And it was going to just draw the duality between like a Saturday night. Like you think of a Saturday night, it's like the club and things like that. And then Sunday morning is more like spiritual. You get in touch with yourself. So I was going to hit them on one like braggadocious joint, and then the next one get back into my introspective bag, you know what I'm saying, which is really my wheelhouse. But it ended up not being that. I just liked in the title. I had the cover already. And like the term Saturday Night, Sunday Morning just kept coming up. Like, for instance, it's a rapper named Chaos from Canada. I'm a huge fan of Chaos. My brother fucking hates Chaos. But I'm a huge fan of Chaos. And he has a song called Saturday Night. He has a song called Sunday Morning. And he said, every day is Saturday night, but I can't wait for Sunday morning. And then my boy Kevin Allen had a song, he references Saturday Night, Sunday Morning. And I remember hitting him like, yo, you listen to Chaos, bro? He was like, fuck is that? And I was like, all right, maybe it's not the same thing. And then I heard another Saturday Night, Sunday Morning reference, and I was like, you know what? That name just kept coming. That's why I wanted to use that. And then 3 songs. I had a homie that was pissed it was only 3 songs. Because I don't drop like all the time. So when I dropped, it was like 3 songs. Nigga, that's sick, cuz. Like, oh, this nigga gonna drop a song with probably 3 songs. I said, well, learn all the words of these 3 and I'll drop 3 more. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't act like if I put 16 out, you gonna just slap all 16. Because nobody got time for that no more. Everybody puts a million songs out. And the new thing is actually everybody dropping short projects. Like, everybody's doing like, 4-song EPs, 3-song EPs. And I've been wanting to do this since high school. And people was like, dude, you can't drop a project with 3 songs or 4 songs. But I always listen to Atmosphere from Rhyme Sayers. And they always had like the Sad Clown, Bad Summer stuff projects. And there's always like 3 songs on them, 3 or 4 joints. And I'm like, yo, this shit's just hard. The covers was hella hard. The songs was good to the point. And it's like, it's just 3 songs. But they actually took time to do the album cover hella dope. The packaging was dope. But it's only 3 songs. But it's like, this is all I got to say right now. And that's all I want to give to you. So I've been wanting to do that shit shit forever. It just kind of sucks. It don't suck, but it's like, it's a gift and a curse, right? Because everybody's doing a 3-song thing now. It's like you with the trend. And it didn't come from that, but at the same time, people are more receptive to just taking 3 or 4 songs at a time. So eventually I'm going to come with the long project, but it's like, this is what I got to say right now. I have nothing else to say, so this is what I got to say. It might be 3, might be 4, 5, 6 next time. I don't know.
It's bittersweet. I think it's dope that you're actually able to do it. Like you said, it sucks that people are doing it, but also it's cool that now that they're receptive. So it makes sense. Yeah. And I feel your homie like, damn, just 3 songs. But we also have to just be thankful that we finally got something.
Man, life be crazy. Yeah. And it's just like, I'm just trying to, like, if I have some shit to say, I might put some shit out tomorrow and be like, this is what I had to say. And that's it, but that's just how it goes.
But I think that's a beautiful thing, too, like, just seeing how the industry has evolved to where it's like, oh, if I got one thing to say, boom, I can put that out. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be this whole production. Like, so you start the project off with Dusty. Pretty pissed off and kind of upset, but also just speaking the truth about how not only the industry has become so fake, but honestly the world and just what it's like to kind of want to succeed in this sphere that's so fake and just so damaged.
Looking at these suckers, man, it's hard to feel you. They say you ain't official and these niggas train to kill you. Say shit we can't relate to, you get the hate. The same time they say do it for your people, be great. The end result could be your ending, fuck the time you take it. I'll take my check and buy a rollie cause my time is sacred. Take all the talent, the pay dues and apply the patience. You get the green, the chosen one that won despite the matrix. My lane solidified, solid niggas shouldn't die. But they do, so while I'm here, I'm giving you niggas the truth.
What was it like making that one?
That song was a whole nother song at first. It was actually an intro for the project, and I was singing on it. Can't sing, but I like to sing, so fuck it. It sounded dope. And then he started messing with some drums. I'm like, save the other version, but keep that and let's build on that. So my boy Chris Tolliver, we used to call him Christian Incredible in high school. So your name gonna be Christian Incredible, okay? So Christian Incredible, he was on the beats, and we was like, yo, this kind of hard. And it had like a country kind of vibe. It sounded kind of dusty. Like the song sounds dusty. So I was like, let me call it Dusty. Like usually, half the time my songs are named what the beat was called. I like country music and I like quote unquote country rap. Like to sense. So like one of my favorite albums ever is Bubba Sparks' Deliverance. A lot of people ain't heard the album because they like, all right, they only know Bubba Sparks, Miss New Booty, all that kind of shit. But before that, he had an album called Deliverance. It was the second album. They flipped hella country songs, and country music is hella emotion. So like when I heard that beat, I'm like, yo, this sounds like some country shit. I really should get Bubba Sparks on this shit because he does follow me on Instagram. And he comments on my shit sometimes because he know I'm a big fan and he checked my shit out before. Random Moe Green fact. I might eventually one day get him on that shit when I do like some big release. If anybody want to put some bread up behind me, you know what I'm saying?
I got $5 on it.
We got $5. So let's see what Bo Sparks talking about. But yeah, so like that joint, it was real introspective. Like that's my shit, you know what I'm saying? So I was just talking about that shit is faker than ever. Because shit is phony. Like motherfuckers are hella fake. People are just boosting, man. And people would just be forgetting, like, it's also some what have you done for me lately kind of show all the time. So it's like, it's a give and curse that how I drop. When I drop, people like it. But at the same time, I look back and see certain people like I've seen on the way up. And it's like I've helped on the way up. And it's like I've shown love on the way up. Even we was all in the mud together and now we all doing shit still. But it's like, oh, y'all remember when I was really fucking with y'all from the jump? Or you don't remember none of this shit? So, like, that's where most of my shit come from. Like, when you said anger, that's where I was really fucking on some pissed off shit. Especially on the hook, because, like, I'm fucking yelling, and I don't really be yelling on my songs. But, yeah, that's where it came from. It's just, like, that was the first song that we really, like, kicked the project off with. Like, that was, like, this is the one we rolling with right now. So, that kind of set the tone.
I love it, though, because it's so warranted, and it's stuff that we need to hear, and we need to, you know what I mean, have those opinions and kind of go against the grain of, like, no, like, we can see through this shit. Like, all this trolling, all this dumb shit, it's not cool. Like,
yeah,
it's
should
fake.
Be bullshit, man.
It's terrible. Then we get into 4 Deep. I love 4 Deep because it's like that hustler's anthem.
You know, yeah, you know. Got a different kind of vision by the life to live. It's new doors everywhere, why you like it here? Pain is relative, I guess you gotta like the tears. I just gotta make it out, I gotta fight the fears. At a crossroads, tripping on which way I should choose. Seeing red, I could give you the blues. I mean every word I say, cause the feeling is true. Timing is everything a motherfucker's willing to do, huh?
But it's also so introspective, and you're talking about just the duality of you could do it the easy way and live off of that, or you can kind of follow your conscience and not take the easy road and eat tuna sandwiches and you know what I mean, just grind it out.
Man, when I did that line, how many cans of tuna are we gonna finish? I could have took the easy way, but I wouldn't feel it. I'm like, it's for real. Like, it's like, how do you want to win? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want to win on some phony shit, or do I just want to, like, I could have did some weird shit and just got on, like, you know what I'm saying? I could have been 6'9", you know what I'm saying? Like, had a fucking 707 on my forehead and was just, like, doing some wild shit. But it's like, man, that shit ain't dope. It's not really dope. Like, at the end of the day, you look at, it depends how you was raised, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of questionable. You look at people's upbringing and you're like, you think this shit is tight? Like, that shit ain't tight. Or, like, I'd rather just get it how I get it and stick to my guns. I seen this dude, West Side Gun, right? This rapper West Side Gun from Buffalo. And he was talking about, he had $250,000 on. He had hella ice and shit. Just like the other day, hella ice. He like, $250,000 on my neck. Yeah. Shining like a motherfucker. But he doesn't make no kind of radio shit. He straight loops, like underground rap, but he's fucking winning off that shit. And I sent that to the homies. I sent it to a few homies, Monty Draper. I sent it to a few other homies, and I was like, this is what it looks like when you stick to your guns. Because, like, he just do what the fuck he want him to do. And, like, you can still live like fucking, you can't live like Nelly, but I'm just saying you can still look like you live like Nelly and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Do what the fuck you want to do. So, like, that's why I whole shit, like, I'd rather fucking, but at the same time, it's a double thing, because it's like, how many cans of tuna are we going to finish? Like, how much fucking longer is this shit going to take? Because you got people in your life who've been seeing you through the whole journey. They're like, what's up with this shit? Like, when this shit going to crack off? Or, like, you get certain looks, and they're like, oh, this shit is tight. Now y'all back on board with this shit. Oh, now this shit is tight. Like, you wouldn't even give a fuck about what I was doing last week. But when fucking some shit crack off, it's like, oh, okay, oh, that's what's up. Like, we always thought that shit was going to be dope. Like, you thought that shit was going to be dope 5 years ago, motherfucker. I'm still in the mud with my shit. Like, I'm still out here, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to create and live off my creations, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that whole song, it's just some shit to ride to, you know what I'm saying? Some shit that actually bumps. Niggas be talking about I ain't got no slaps. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's some shit that actually, it's fun to perform, you know what I'm saying? So, it's a cool joint.
Speaking of performing, I have a real serious question. Last time I saw you performed this ballad that some people may or may not remember from this incredible group. They go by the name of NSYNC. They had this wonderful chart-topping, just electric, infectious song called Bye Bye Bye.
Yeah.
And you took it upon yourself to just give a poetic representation of that song and really pour your heart into it. And you really took the crowd by surprise. What was the decision behind that beautiful gift that you gave us?
That literally, I had it in my mind, and I hit Flo, because I said, y'all got a house DJ. He's like, I'll DJ your set. I'm like, all right, well, just to let you know, this shit gonna be fun as fuck. He's like, what you mean? I'm like, all right, look, I'm gonna figure a way to put NSYNC, blah, blah, blah on my shit. Or people probably gonna bite my shit after this shit, but whatever, you know, it'll make the shows better. All right, so when they hit you for a show, or they hit me in for a show, whatever, I said, how much time I got? They said like 20 minutes. Okay, cool, I got 20 minutes. I have 20 minutes to entertain you. So it's like, I can do whatever I want for this 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I can do whatever I want, anything I want. So to take it back, I used to do shows at this bar called Mojitos in North Beach, in the city, at San Francisco, for you people not in the Bay Area. So in the city, I used to do shows with a live band called The Park. And then one day we was at rehearsal, and I was like, hey, you guys know Living on a Prayer? They was like, yeah, we know Bon Jovi. I was like, yeah, Living on a Prayer. Yeah, all right, cool. We gonna do the first verse to the hook for Living on a Prayer at this show tonight. He said, are you fucking serious? I'm like, let's do this shit. Like, all right, why not? I got done doing my whole set, and we just kicked it off, and I just did Living on a Prayer. And they was like, what the fuck? People was in there rocking to that shit, because it's like, you got those people a curveball, because y'all came to see a rap show, but y'all didn't know I was going to get up here and sing NSYNC, blah, blah, blah. And then everybody in the crowd knew the fucking words. And it's a good icebreaker, too, because it's like, all right, y'all act, you go to a lot of rap shows, not saying that one in particular, because the crowd was hella cool with that one, but in general, you go to a rap show, people are just like, they're either bouncing their head, unless you're Travis Scott, motherfuckers is killing themselves. But, like, if you just at a regular show, people usually kind of be trying to be cool, especially at a spot like Uptown. That's 21 and up. So you got the older crowd, you know what I'm saying? So everybody just kind of, like, chilling. You got to break the ice sometimes, throw a curveball. And then at the same time, you got to be memorable. Like, everybody went up there to rap. Everybody was dope as fuck. But it's like, what can I do to stand out? Because everybody raps. Everybody's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody up here is dope. That's just my shit. And plus, NSYNC was tight. I don't give a fuck. Like, that shit was tight. I remember in high school senior year, I had my iPod with NSYNC songs on that shit, and people knew the words. I see y'all trying to act like y'all fucking too tough to sing NSYNC. I ain't no punk. I just like the fucking music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sue me. Fuck that. I remember when NSYNC came out, we were like 5th grade. The girls in the class made the teacher bring in their fucking tape. We had to watch like the NSYNC documentary and shit. I was like, yeah, and I was like, what the hell is this? But I was like, some of these songs are kind of cool. Like,
think about it. They had the best producers in the game, the best songwriters at that time. Like, of course, it's gonna be incredible.
Of course, this shit's gonna be tight. Like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, that whole run, they were just cranking out hit records. And for a little tidbit for you guys out there, if you guys ever watch House Party, them 3 buff motherfuckers, their group called Full Force. Full Force actually wrote a few of them NSYNC and Backstreet Boys songs. So next time you watch House Party, you see them big buff motherfuckers trying to crash the party. Just picture them writing songs for the Backstreet Boys.
It's so good. But I think you hit the nail on the head when you said you have those 20 minutes to entertain. I think a lot of rappers and even just artists are like, oh, okay, I just got to do my usual set and, you know, get up and get off and that's it. And it's like, no, you can do whatever you want with those 20 minutes to entertain people. So to really invite them in with a song that they all know and love and they're not expecting.
Let's just have a good time. I got 20 minutes to entertain y'all, have fun with y'all. So fuck it.
Not to mention the setup for it. I tried to mimic the setup with how I set up the question.
It was low-key how you set it up, though. It was kind of like that. Who loves soul music? You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers was like, yeah, I like soul music. I'm gonna go do no fucking NDRE or no shit. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was just gonna be like some type of like
some
Ninth Wonder beat.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah, and niggas was like, hold up, what? NSYNC. I'm like, yep. For sure. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do next show. You know what I'm saying? I might come up with a head rap and do some Badu. I don't fucking know. Make sure you're at the next show. Shit, show up.
I mean, I'd love to see some Bubba Sparks now that we see the Bubba Sparks connection.
That Bubba Sparks. Look, man, people be like, why? All right, here's the thing I get from my music, though. People be like, man, your shit be kind of like sad, bruh. And my shit ain't really sad. It's just like hella introspective. When people ask who my influence is, and I say Bubba Sparks, people are like, what the fuck? And when I say Deliverance album, I know nobody listens to it, so like, go listen to the fucking Deliverance album. It's low-key like a blues album. It's a bluesy-ass album. And then also, Joe Budden, Mood Music 2, is one of the biggest influences on how I make music because the shit he was doing, I'm like, I remember sweeping up at my job right after high school, sweeping up. I'm like, oh, I just downloaded this shit today. I put it on my iPod. We play it. Fucking play that shit. I'm like, oh, I feel what this nigga's talking about. I feel this music. Like, I feel what he's saying. So it's like, how can I make people feel like that? I've always liked the sad song on the album. Like, every E40 album is a fucking sad song. So it's like, I'm like, how can I make people feel like that all the time? It may be a good feeling, maybe a bad feeling, but at least you feel something. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the easiest way to fucking invoke some kind of emotion from somebody, because like, I want you to feel something instead of just like, oh, this shit was cool. Like, nah, I want you to feel where I'm coming from, because like my first tape ever I did was called I Just Want You to Hear My Voice, and all I ever want to do is just be heard. Like, I don't give a fuck, just hear my shit, just take the time to listen, because in different aspects of my life I feel like I can't communicate certain things to people, and I don't feel like people are listening to what I gotta say. So I figure I just do shit in the music. That's why I put hella personal shit in the music, just to get it out. Like, hopefully somebody hear that shit. So when people say, oh, I like your shit, bro, I say thank you. I tell them thank you every time. I'm like, oh man, that's what's up. Like, no, thank you, bro, for listening to my shit, because like I needed somebody to fucking talk to, because I like my rappers crazy, and I might be crazy too. That's why I fuck with Joe Budden and Kevin Gates. Crazy ass motherfuckers.
But I think the introspective is so necessary, and it's also just so genuine. And I talk about this a lot on the show. There's different audiences. You have those people who just listen and want to hear the slaps, or just, you know what I mean, are listening very surface level. And then there's those people who really want to connect and want to hear something relatable and want to go on journeys and really want to feel what you're talking about. And it's like, for you to really want to grasp that audience is so important, because not a lot of people have a desire to do that. So it is so important that you're expressing yourself and able to put things out there, but also that people can receive it and that the right people get it, because it's not some surface level shit at all.
Yeah, because the funny part is, it's like, all right, people was like, hey, bruh, yeah, stop making that sad shit. But like, you listen to the Jacka, and it's like, the Jacka used to make all sad shit, but I listen to Hella Mozzie. That nigga shit is hella sad, bro. Like, that shit make gangsters in their car fucking crying right now. This nigga right now in an old Park Ave on Foles in his parking lot, like, crying like a motherfucker right now. And, like, first off, you should be crying, you still driving a scrape. And second off, you just crying because, you know what I'm saying? Thug tears, shout out to Fab. You know what I'm saying? Even Fab dropped thug tears. You know, motherfuckers want to cry and shit, you know, so get a good cry. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
Just don't agree with people telling you what kind of music to make. Like, that kind of bothers.
Like, fuck it. Let me stick to my guns. So like I said, there were $250,000 worth of jewelry and just, you know, fuck it. I might want to do that one day.
And then the last track, Call Me King.
This shit could be so much greater. Yeah. We can see so much paper. You could play the games in the Matrix. I still gotta go home, so I can't fake it. Always been lying hearted, so I play dangerous. God's voice like I'm birthed in the same manger. If you seen what I seen, you understand my anger. Too good for my own, you understand the danger. Complacent, still dream chasing. Get up off your ass, motherfucker.
Man, the first verse, it almost feels like you're writing a letter to someone. Mm-hmm. Did you have someone in mind, or was it kind of a blanket statement, or how did that one come to be?
I think that's to myself. This shit could be so much greater. We could see so much paper. It's to myself and my friends, like in my group chat. You know what I'm saying? Like my initial, like set group of homies. It's to them. Like, yo, this shit could be so much greater. We could see so much paper. We could play the games in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we could try to do it this way, you know what I'm saying? But I can't fake it. You know, always been lying harder, but I play dangerous. God's voice like I'm birthed in the same age. I'm referencing old shit, like my product Lionheart. You know what I'm saying? I had a song on my other shit called God's Voice. I'm referencing the shit I did that was dope. And it's like, this shit is still tight, bro. Like, come on. It's kind of like, let's keep it going. It's on some motivational shit, you know what I'm saying? But I talk about the danger of this shit, too, because, like, I'm talking to myself, complacent, still dream chasing, get up off your ass, motherfucker, gonna take it. Your homie die young and you still can't face it. You wasted your time and they wasted his greatness. Because my homie, I used to rap when I was 18. He got killed when he was 18. So it's like, I have a song called God's Voice talking about that too, where it's like, dude, you're wasting your time. And they killed him early. So if he was still alive, would he be grinding and still doing shit? So you bullshitting right now, but he's probably jealous of you right now. I mean, granted, if you in heaven or some shit, like, you ain't jealous of me. Like, fuck that shit. But, like, you know, in the grand scheme of things, he's probably like, yo, I could have been doing that shit. You're just wasting your fucking time. It's a message to anybody got, like, homies that passed away. Use that shit as motivation, because it's like, they were trying to do the same shit you're trying to do, and you're bullshitting. So it's like, they didn't get a chance to leave their legacy how you have a chance to leave your legacy. So it's like, I deal with that shit. I deal with survivor's remorse. And a lot of people talk survivor's remorse when they make it out the hood or something, they make it out and their homies are still there, they feel bad. I'm talking about just living. Because me and my homies lost a lot of people. So it's like, you have survivor's remorse, like, dog, I'm not where I want to be at. And like, if they were still here, would they be there? And it's like, damn, why am I still here? You know what I'm saying? Because like, when Prince died, you'd be like, why the fuck is Donald Trump still alive, but fucking Prince is dead? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, why is that in the cards? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So you think about things like that, and I deal with a lot of that, so that's why I put it in the music. But yeah, basically that shit is a letter to myself. I'm also talking a song about how it's kind of easy to do certain shit. Like, certain shit comes easy. So it's like, it's dangerous when shit comes easy. Like, I could go make a song, but it's like, I'll just do that shit later. I'll get to that shit later. And it's like, that shit is dangerous because you might not never get to that shit. You might just be bullshitting forever. Like, so I'm trying to be better at that. So basically, that's me talking to myself and my friends. Like, I never exclude myself from anything. So at a certain point, I was appointed like a leadership position. I don't know if it's naturally or that's just how things went, but like, I have a song called Greater Than Less Than I did back in like 2012. Greater Than Less Than is just like, y'all not more better than me. I'm not more better than y'all. You could put me on, maybe. You might be the one to put me on. Don't look at me like, don't wait for me to be the one to get on. Don't wait for me to get shit cracking. That's not just music with the homies. That's like in life with my family. Like, don't wait on me, motherfucker, like, to do what you want to do. I might say fuck it and not do none of this shit tomorrow. I might just go be a construction worker tomorrow and be like, all right, fuck all this shit. Then what you gonna do? So don't bank on me. I'm banking on myself. You should bank on yourself, and we can help each other get there. But like, you might be the one to put me on. It's like my young homie dude. It's like, dude, stop bullshitting. You might be the one to put everybody on. So don't look at me for all this shit. You could put everybody on. You never know. You might come with a hit tomorrow and we all just be fucking chilling. But, you know, so it's basically, I never exclude myself when I talk about shit. Like, people are like, you talking about me in the song? No, I'm talking about us in the song, bro. Like, we are bullshitting. So that's how I look at it.
So interesting, because I don't feel like you're bullshitting. So it's interesting to hear you say that that's about yourself, because I feel like it could be said to so many other people. Like, you were even talking about how death impacts you, and I've talked about it before on the show, but a lot of people, they experience death and they just stop.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of, oh, well, this happened to me, so now I can't do anything. And it's such a victim thing. So to see it in a different light and how you see it, to where it's like, we have to continue this legacy because he would if he was here. I just think that that's so important and such an inspirational thing. But it also can be heavy and kind of weigh down on you at the same time. But to keep you pushing is super interesting.
Yeah, off camera, we was talking about Murs. And he had a line in a song called Murray's Revenge. And he's talking about if he gets killed, don't try to look for the person who killed me. Look for a brighter tomorrow, and in spite of the sorrow, live every day to the fullest so your life isn't hollow. So you can holler out my name from the top of the game. And he said, if you die, homie, I promise I'll do the same. For if a soul is avenged through the deeds of a friend, then success has always been the best form of revenge. So it's like, your revenge on this shit is like to make it. You know what I'm saying? Because they try to stop y'all shit. So that's basically where, like, all that shit comes from. I don't do shit for nothing. If people, I tell people all the time, I don't do shit for nothing. Or everything got a reason. I'm not one of them that just do shit just to do shit. I could tell y'all why I did shit. It's rare y'all do some shit and y'all be like, I don't know. Like, you could easily ask me about the NC song. I'm like, I don't know. I just did this shit. Like, no, I fucking told you why I did this shit. I don't like to say I don't know.
No, but I think that's super important, especially in today's day and age where people are just doing shit just to do it and not thinking about it. Like, I think it really shines through and makes you who you are. And like I said, makes the people who gravitate towards you because they feel that. Why did you call that one Call Me King?
That's the beat.
You can't say I don't know.
That beat was just so fucking hard. Like, the first verse, I'm talking to myself like you bullshitting, or like, you know, but at the end of the day, if I didn't think I could be so much better, it wouldn't be bullshit, it'd just be regular. So it's like, if this shit was normal, like, okay, this is your best, bro. But if, like, I know I didn't set a lot of shit off out here, and I know I didn't fucking put a lot of work in, and I know how dope all this shit I'm surrounded by can be. It's kind of like a reverse motivation, like, call me king, like, nigga, you are dope, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, get up off your ass. Call me king is just like, at the end of the day, that's what motherfuckers gonna call me, some kind of king or something, you know? So it's basically giving both sides. Like, all right, you're bullshitting because you should be the fucking man, but you are the man. But they just don't fucking know you the man, you know what I'm saying? So you have to talk to yourself like that sometimes. So that kind of wrapped the whole project up in that one song.
Yes. Anything else you want to tell the people about Saturday night, Sunday morning?
It's a part 2. Maybe it's part 2. I might call it something different, but I got a cover already. So part 2 on the way very soon. I just got the last track the other day, the beat. Shout out to my boy Vidal Garcia. He used to be called P Child. I don't know if he's still gonna be called that shit. I've been on his ass about this beat for hella long. Like, I had this sample. He sampled it for me. Like, a lot of the beats I do, I bring the sample. I need you to sample this shit. And he finally did it. So we putting the last pieces together. So it should be out sooner than later.
Speaking of producers for Saturday night, Sunday morning, the first one, was it just, what you call them?
Christy Incredible.
Christy Incredible. I didn't want to fuck that up.
Christy Incredible.
Chris the Incredible.
Yeah, he did the whole thing.
Nice.
I think, Chris did the whole thing. Shout out to my boy Chris holding Benicia down. You know what I'm saying?
So then that leads us to Blindspotting.
Yeah.
Incredible movie, incredible soundtrack, just something really I almost want to call like soul-riching to be a part of. The movie, the soundtrack, all of that. How did you get involved with it?
My introduction to Blindspotting started, it was a Sunday night around 11:30. I'm at the house chilling, not doing nothing. And I get a text from a number, my boy David Diggs. He's the black guy in the movie. He was like, yo, is this Moe Green? I'm like, yeah, this is Moe Green. What's up? You got the same number, bro? He's like, yeah, nothing never changes, bro. I got the same number. So now, to rewind it back on some Tarantino shit, you know what I'm saying? Me and David were in a pilot for a TV show. My boy Deontay Thompson was directing this pilot for the show. Deontay happens to be I don't know what his title is over at Beast, but he's like March on the right-hand man for Beast Mode. He runs Beast Mode Productions, right? Not the clothing store, but the production company he got. So, but this is before all that. So he was like, man, I got this show ideas called The Industry. It's like the rap entourage kind of. And you're going to be like the rapper in the show and shit like that. And he going to play your best friend. So David played my best friend. And I never acted before. So I did drama class, fucking killed it in drama class, got an A and shit. Like, shout out to Mr. Eeks at Vallejo High. And then I was like, all right, cool. So we acted on the set, and I see Davi is killing it. And I'm like, yo, you really do this acting shit, bro? He was like, yeah, I act, but I rap too. So you rap? He go, yeah, my boy Rafael Casal, we got a group called The Get Back. We tour, you know what I'm saying? We got a live band. I'm like, what? That's crazy. So we ended up clicking up and doing a couple songs together, things like that. We did the pilot for the show. And this motherfucker disappeared. And I'm like, I didn't know what the fuck happened to Davi. Like, I'm just chilling, whatever, living through life. Maybe like 5-6 years later, I hear some shit about this play called Hamilton. And I'm like, Hamilton? The fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Sweeping Broadway, rapping, Hamilton play. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I see this dude on there rapping and shit. I'm like, that's fucking David. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, it's David. So I start tweeting him like, yo, bro, you're fucking cracking right now. Like, this is Hamilton. Like, tweeting me back. Oh, man. I said, I'm trying to be like you, bro. You know, it's the black guy thing. I'm trying to get like you, bro. I'm trying to get like you, bro. But he hit me back. Like, I'm trying to get like Moe Green. I said, nigga, fuck that shit. Like, dude, you on Broadway killing it. So we going back and forth. We just chopping it up. And then fast forward to that night, he hit me up like, yo, me and Rafa are doing this movie, and we're working on a score for the movie. I said, y'all seen some shit you posted on from Variety posting about you guys making a movie? He go, yeah, we're doing a score right now. And I had this beat, I think he would kill it. And I was like, all right, send it. So I was like, all right, I can't bullshit on this. I'm gonna knock this shit out the next day. So I knocked it out, and I sent it back to him. I did a verse and a hook. I sent it back to him because he said, I just need a verse and a hook for this one scene. I said, what's the scene? What you doing in the scene? I didn't know shit about the movie. I didn't know nothing I didn't have time to ask all that shit. I'm like, yo, what's you doing in the scene? This is the part where I'm running. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I called this on Running to the Sky. So I'm like, I'm trying to do hella research on the movie, trying to see like what it's about. I don't know what this shit is about. It's not saying nothing online about the movie's about. I said, what is it about, bro? He go, we're movers. I'm like, all right, thanks for letting me fucking whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. I do the song, send it to him. Oh, we loving this shit. You killed it. Yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. That's what's up. He go, yeah, we gonna put it in the movie. I'm like, okay, that's what's up, bro. I get hit up again. Hey, man, do this song. All right, I did a couple more joints like they had in mind on a couple beats. Then this one day he hits me up. He's like, hey, I did a hook on this song. I don't like how it sound. Can you just redo my hook? Like, you just do my hook. And I was like, all right, cool. I just redo it. I had to go to work. I was working at Diamond on Hay Street. Shout out to my boy Spanks. So Spanks, you know what, put me on, cuz. But Diamond, you know, yeah, whatever. Don't worry that shit. I had to go to work. I had 10 minutes before I got to go to work. I was like, fuck, do I just bullshit cat and do it later or do I do it now? I did that shit then. I didn't give a fuck how late I was going to be for work because I know he's tapped in a lot of shit and he's hitting me up for something like this. Like, I can't bullshit on that. So he hits me up for that. I do that. I send the hook back, chilling. I'm on the way to Tahoe. One day I get a call from him. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, we going to Sundance. We open up Sundance with this movie. I said, what the fuck? This shit going to Sundance? Like, a lot of people, I know about Sundance Film Festival. That shit is pretty big. That's where a lot of indie movies get picked up for, like, you know, big deals. So I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Y'all going to Sundance? He goes, yeah. Hey, that song you did the hook on? I'm like, yeah. E40 on that shit now. I was like, what the fuck, bro? He's like, yeah, E40 on that shit. I was like, oh, that shit crazy, bro. And then so he said, I talked to 40 last night, and he was like, yeah, we got Moe Green. Like, he go, oh, Moe Green, that's what's up. Like, that's my folks. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. He go, he's like, I didn't even know y'all fucking knew each other. I'm like, long story, bro. Like, since I was a little kid, like, you know, long story. So we go into that, and then next thing I know, Lionsgate is talking to buy the movie. Oh, Lionsgate fucking picks the movie up. Oh, bro, we got a red carpet for the fucking movie. I'm like, hold up, what the fuck? I didn't think this shit was going. I'm getting all this paperwork to fill out, you know, the license for the movie, all that kind of shit. This shit became a big fucking deal. So he's like, man, come to LA, come watch some of the early edits of the movie. And I'm like, I can't get down there. I'm trying to get off work. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I should have just shook and went down there, but it's like, I need my cheese. Yeah. I got hella shit going up here. You know, I'm still working on my music shit, bro. I'm hella busy or whatever. So didn't get a chance to make it down there and see the early edits, but I went to the red carpet. Go to the red carpet, I'm in the movies, and I'm just chilling, watching it. Next thing you know, I hear my fucking song comes on, and I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I'm seeing it for the first time with everybody else, which was cooler for me because I like surprises. So I don't like the one who's like, hey, tell me when it's going to be. Like, nah, let me just watch it like everybody else and see when the shit comes on. So when the shit came on, and the movie was fucking dope as fuck. So it's like, thank God, y'all, thank you, David and Rafa, for putting me in a fucking dope-ass movie because you could have me in some fucking bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have me in whatever. So it's like, thank God you didn't have me in some bullshit movie. Like, that shit's a iconic, that's a classic-ass movie. Like, I'm glad it did what it did. It got a lot of love. And, like, I seen that shit, like, 5-6 times in the movie theaters. Like, you know, I kept going to watch that shit. Like, fuck it. Like, my song's in the fucking movie, bro. Like, I'm not going to not watch the shit. So I went hella times to watch it. And it was just a beautiful thing. I took my mom and aunts to go see it. Like, everybody was like, we going to go see this movie? Some of us missed it, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't know what song it was. Like, oh, that was you? I had another aunt that was, that's you, right? I said, that's me right there. Oh, that's you? That's you on the song right there? Are you talking through the whole thing? Like, he's like, stop talking. Listen, I'm only there for 30 seconds. Like, stop talking and listen. Like, why are you talking to me right when I said, she got done talking? That's you. I said, oh, it's over now. You just missed this. Oh, you talking the whole fucking time. It's over now. Like, damn, auntie. But it was cool, though. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the movie, did your song come on? Like, my shit I've been told y'all when it came on, but like, I went to see it a gang of times. Took a bunch of homies to go see it every time. Shout out to my boy Salty, you know what I'm saying? I see Salty in the movies one time at Grand Lake. He's like, man, I heard this shit was cool. I went to go check it out. Like, so I appreciate everybody who went out to go see it. And if you want a homie who didn't see Blindspotting, it's on all digital outlets right now. It's on fucking DVD if you still got DVDs. It's on Blu-ray if you fucking with the Blu-rays. If you still ain't see this shit yet, hey, I shouldn't even be fucking with you, cuz I got a song in the fucking movie, man. You should go run and go see that shit. Like, come on, man. God damn.
That's real life. I love that you said he didn't even tell you what the movie is about. He just said it was movers. Because I think in a beautiful, magical way, I don't think a lot of us when we went to see it, we really knew the plot. Because there's so many layers in that movie that we didn't really know what it was about and just how powerful of a story it was. Like, I know personally, I wasn't ready for it, and it was just amazing to watch on screen, and it's something that you think about for days and weeks and months after you see it because it's so important, especially if you're from the Bay Area, because I think a lot of those things just kind of get ingrained in us and we don't really take the time to talk about them or think about them or have those conversations. So it was just so incredible to see it on the big screen and for them to be able to tell that story instead of having somebody else tell it and fuck it up and whatever. So
exactly.
For it to be so authentic was a beautiful thing in itself. So I would recommend everybody to go see it. As far as Running to the Sky, what was it like making that one? Because you talk about how he was like, do it, and you already knew that it was kind of a pressurous situation. You really had to just go with it.
Time. I've been on my wave, you niggas been buying y'all time. I ain't worked this hard to be the same OG. You blame on me, you niggas need to blame OGs. It never died, motherfuckers want the same old smoke. I never inhale, don't fix it if the game ain't broke. Green did so much dirt, I can stand your soak. Ups and downs, I've been around, but I remain your goat. It's green.
Running from this crazy place, I need somewhere to hide. Ain't got nothing but sweet taste.
What was it like? Like, how many times did you record it? What was the writing process? All of that.
Well, I do a lot of my recording in my room. I invested in the equipment to do it at the house. So, like, I was at the house. I'm like, I hit him like, yo, what am I rapping about? Like, he go, bro, just kill it. I'm like,
all right.
I'm like, all right, bro. So I just start writing my verse, and I'm like, the beat had a cool little vibe. So I'm like, are you gonna be running? I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm trying to gather what I could gather from like the online shit. It really wasn't nothing. I couldn't have nothing to go off of. So I'm just like, all right. Cause you gotta think, like, if you didn't know what it was about before like, the movie, just up the previews, you for sure didn't know what it was about before the score was even done for the movie. So exactly. That's how much was out there. So I'm like, damn. So I hit him up. I'm like, can I cuss? And he was like, yeah, you can fucking cuss. Like, just say whatever the fuck you want to say. I'm like, all right, cool. So right when he said that shit, that's when I went to lay my verse. And he was like, you can put a hook on there if you want, or you can just leave it blank. But it's like, if somebody asks you to do a fucking verse and they say you could put a hook on there, if the hook is weak, just do the hook. Because I thought my hook was dope. They like my hook, but at the end of the day, they ended up having somebody sing my hook. So it basically took a lot of the words from my hook and just sung it. And it's good that I still did the hook. Because somebody just got the verse right here and just made somebody else do the hook. Man, do what they ask you to do. Like, go above and beyond. So he actually said, do a verse and maybe a hook if you want to. Cool. And it just kind of came, like, after I did the verse, and I was like, all right, you're going to be running. When he said you're going to be running, I'm like, in the beat, I just kind of picture somebody running to that beat. And I'm kind of like, how would I set the scene? And then that's just how it kind of came. I had to visualize. I had to basically make up my own fucking movie in my head of what it might have looked like to do the song. Because, like I said, he just said, just kill it. And I'm like, the fuck you want me? What you mean? Just kill it. Like, what is the scene? Like, what is he doing? I had no information. You know, so shout out David for just leaving me hanging out there like that, bro. You're a real one.
But it's cool in the sense that he knows you enough and trusts you enough, even after so many years of, you know what I mean, you guys kind of following each other on social media but not really talking. He knows your artistry well enough to just be like, just kill it, and knowing that you're gonna kill it and that is gonna be dope.
Yeah, it came out hella tight. He hopped on it. Then what's her name? Kiana Leedy. Obviously, her album was dope though. Her album came out the same day the damn Blindspotting EP came out, and I was like, okay, she's kind of tight. Because Rafael Casal, he's the other guy in the movie. Because I was talking to him a lot during the making of it too. So it wasn't just Davi. I was talking to both of them a lot. Because me and Rafael go back. Because Rafael was a Bay Area freshman top 10 one of these years. I was on the first year, the cameo year, the real year. But Dizzle did a list. You know what I'm saying? Not to knock the list. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homies. Because I remember Simba was on that list. Rafael was on that list. Who else? I think Gully was on that list. Like, it was a dope ass list. So I ain't knocking the list. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all my folks. So he was on that. So I've been knew him from just being around, and we've done shows together. So we've always been cool. So he hit me and was like, yo, that song you did, check this out. And I'm waiting for my hook to come on, and then she's singing. I'm like, oh, this shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it came out hella doper. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't sing. I like to sing, can't sing. And then the song with 40 is on the credits of the movie, so I can't get too mad at that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them.
So good. Anything else you want to tell the people?
Look out for more shit coming. You know, look for more shit from my squad, Outcrowd 110. 2019, we shortened that shit because Outcrowd 110 is hella long. So OCCX, because CX is Roman numeral for 110. So OCCX, we coming through with some new shit. My boy Deuce. Look out for Deuce. Everybody you follow on Instagram, I think his name is Deuce Different. He's changing shit every fucking week. Spam him, tell him fucking do something with that damn flat top he got.
No, he was at the last show that I saw you at, and he killed it. So I'm excited to see what he got.
He was nervous as fuck before he was spooked the whole time.
But that's the thing is you have to be nervous because that shows that you care, and you have to be nervous, and you have to go and do it so that you know you can do it next time.
Exactly. He never rocked by himself before. Aww. Ever. So that was his first time like really going up there. So he was hella nervous, hella shit. You know, we did soundtrack. Hey, let me do it again. I said, no, we ain't got time, bro. We ain't got time. Let me do it again. Let me do it again, bro. No, we ain't got time, bro. He was back there rehearsing, so he killed it. But I didn't give him too much of a hard time. I still do that for every show. I get nervous as fuck. I don't listen to my own shit, so I have to learn my words again for every show. But yeah, so more Moe Green shit coming out soon. More shit from the squad. I might do a podcast or some shit. I don't know. I might be stripping at your next birthday party, ladies. I don't know. Depends how this rap shit go. So if y'all want to buy my fucking music, I'm jumping out of fucking cake. All right? So whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get my money regardless.
I love it because you're multi-talented, so I'm guessing you could do that. But we just had a whole conversation about not going the easy way. That's kind of an easy way.
That's kind of easy way. You know what I'm saying?
I salute you nonetheless.
You know what I'm saying? Use what you got to get what you want.
You know?
You know what I'm saying?
Make that money, don't let it make you.
Exactly.
I appreciate you. Thank you for coming by. Finally.
It only took 7 years.
I'll take part of the blame too.
It's not her fault.
I had to force you this time, so maybe if I would have forced you 7 years ago,
it's not your fault.
It would have happened.
It's my fault.
It's all good.
Because
you don't have to explain.
All right.
You're here. Thanks again to Moe Green for finally stopping by, and thank you so much for checking out this episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that follow or subscribe button on whatever you're listening on, and then reach out to me. Let me know what your favorite part was, who you want to hear on the show, or just say hi. I'm on Twitter at SpecialSays, and on Instagram it's at SpecialSays as well. And as always, this show is dedicated to Marlon. Do what you can to stop senseless acts of gun violence.